Hi, my name is JB Williams. I go to Highland Park High School. I'm currently 18 years old. I'm a senior and I'll be graduating this May. I'm here to tell you a little bit about my business and how it started and how it came to be. It started when I was in 8th grade. I was on a hunting trip with my dad and his friend, and he owns a lot of property out in East Texas. And he was telling us how he had a bunch of trees fall because of a storm out there, and that his ranch hands are just going to cut them up and haul them away. And I came up with the idea, well, there's a lot of trees, you got to do something with it. And so we started talking more about it, and then we realized, hey, we could split them to firewood. But I realized it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it's just a lot of equipment that I don't have. Is it really worth, because my time is worth money, is it really worth my time to go cut up all these trees? And so we come up with the idea that I pay his ranch hands to cut these trees, also pay him a little bit for the trees, and then I haul it back to Dallas and then sell it to, as it started out with his neighbors. And so once we got the idea, I went and first made sure I had a customer basis and that there actually was a need for it. And I made flyers and business cards. I went door to door. My very first year, I went to probably 20 different blocks in my neighborhood and went door to door, handed out flyers, kind of told them what I'm doing and the prices and what it's about, and a little bit about me too, so they know who they're buying from. And I probably had 10 customers very first year, but it was a lot of work going door to door every single day after school. And then the next year after that, probably grew to about 15 customers, and it was maybe a little bit more than that, but it got a little bit easier because instead of going door to door, I was able to use my customers from the previous year and already knew what they wanted, how much wood they're going to want, and how much to have in stock for them. And then they would refer me my number and give it to other people, and so I started building a customer basis off of clients I already had, and then refer them to their friends to me, which made it easier on my part, so I could focus on more things, just school and everything else too, instead of having to spend so much time walking around. But so as it came to my 4th year, or actually my 5th now, it was a lot easier. I already had a customer basis. Every year it had grown. One friend would tell another friend who told another friend, and so now I had 32. Now it bumped up probably over 40 yearly customers. And the reason I really got going was because I've always loved making money because I want to be self-supportive of myself. I've always loved working hard. I love being outdoors, and so that kind of had all three things in one business plan. And we started out using my dad's trailer that he used for business to haul the wood back and forth, but we realized it wasn't really ideal. It was too big. We didn't need to use this company trailer, which was a nice and close trailer to be putting firewood in it. And so I started looking around my 8th grade year after my first year of selling firewood that I needed to get my own trailer. And that's when my neighbor had one in his driveway. It was actually his friend's that was at his hunting lease, and he was like, yeah, we're willing to sell it. And my the offering price was, I believe, like $600. My neighbor was like, no, you got to negotiate a little bit, see if we can get it. And talked to him, told my story. He was just glad. I was a 13, 14-year-old at that time, working, trying to start my own business. So he helped me out and sold me for $250. That made my life so much easier. It made it where I could bring back more often because I didn't have to just wait on my dad and the fact that if he had the trailer in town or not. I was able to go out with him on weekends and go get loads of wood a lot more often. And so the older I got, I became able to drive and able to go out there and get more loads of my own. And then I realized that people would call me knowing I have a trailer for firewood and ask if I could help them move some furniture or some stuff like that. And as it continued, I got more and more calls like that too during the spring and the summer. And so my firewood business grew just not as a firewood business, but to a small moving company type deal. And I've always been good with my hands. I've always been able to work well. I've grown up building things. I love building. Asked for bags of cement one time for Christmas, tools the other one. And so I realized while I was over there, they would always ask too, the people I'm helping, hey, do you know how to fix this or fix that? And I'm like, yeah, no problem. I do that all the time at my house. I do a little odd jobs. And so probably my sophomore year of high school, my firewood business went from firewood to firewood and moving and handiwork services. And so I've expanded to 3 different services, all just through the firewood business and the use of my trailer. And so now I am here. This is where I am today. I've made enough money where I'm actually trying to purchase a property right now, trying to close on a deal on a couple acres in North Carolina because I'm moving up to South Carolina and I want a place to go to build my own cabin and get away. I've supported myself almost completely all the way through high school. Bought in 3 different cars. Some have problems, some I had to sell. All of my money. I paid for my phone bill most of the way through. I bought all my food for the most part, all my clothes, and it's just, even though it wasn't much of a necessity where I had to pay for everything, it's just good knowing that I'm working and I'm paying for everything for myself, and I can also help others too. It's just, you got a sense of responsibility, and you feel good about yourself when you're knowing you're not waiting on others to provide for you. You're doing it yourself, and I love working, so it wasn't a problem for me. And so it's really put me in a good position on how my outlook on life is, and how people always say when you go off the real world, like, you're really gonna have to start working and stuff, and it's gonna be so much different. But for me, that's just part of my life. That's how it's been. And now, because of what I've done now, that's been able to help me push and achieve more goals. I just last week, Thursday, got my Eagle Scout. I'm hoping to be able to get some scholarships for that. By seeing all these starting my little businesses and stuff, companies have hired me to be a lifeguard, a wellness coach. I'm gonna start working as a personal trainer and build my way up, because my end goal is to become be a professional in some types of sports medicine, exercise science, a field like that. And so, because they see I have a good work ethic and that I'm able to run a small business or run a program of some sort. I've been a gymnastics captain, been on track teams. I'm still currently on the track team. But it just shows not just that you can make money, and not that you come up with ideas, that you can solve problems, but that you can manage things, you can push through, and that you're really just you're just a go-getter. And so I'm making this video just kind of show you, this is what I have started, this is what has come out of what I've started, and this is what I'm able to do now and further my career, or start a career and further my life, because of my work ethic and what I have been taught, not just by my actions and mistakes and everything, but by being in this industry, this business association, where I'm working with other customers and stuff. I've gotten tips from them and other people and family, friends, and big business owners that like the idea of me working and want to help me out. And because of that, I'm now the good idea of what I want to do, how I want to do it, where I want to be in life, what I want to do, and just I really have a plan. And so my thing is, next year I'm going off to Charleston, South Carolina. I'm going to live for a year and work as a personal trainer, and that the reason is so I can save my residency, because I can't afford out-of-state college. And I have a lot of family up there, but that's not the main reason. Is they have a really good exercise science program there called the Charleston. And the deal with my parents is they pay for college anywhere in the state of Texas. And so for me to go out of state, I have to get in state, or I'm paying the difference of it. And I don't really have $100 extra grand laying around to pay that difference. And so why not just work for a year, gain experience, gain knowledge of the industry I want to go into, the profession, and then go in and pay the in-state tuition. And so I'm really hoping that by doing all this, I can hopefully get some scholarship money to pay for some of my tuition next year, or the year after that when I start, and really just help further another business idea, because I will be leaving the firewood business here for my younger brother if he chooses to take it, or a close friend of mine who's a year younger, because the customers still need to be served, and there's opportunity. I already have the customer bases, I have the trailer, I have everything. It's already ready to go. But then that $2,000, $1,000, or any scholarship money, that can help me start a new business and start progressing to actually build up not just a little side business, but to something where I can actually start my own company and further. And like my goal is, I want to do exercise science as my major, and my minor is entrepreneurship, so I can go the nutrition, exercise, fitness route, or I can go business, or I can go both. You can start your own gym, your own work practice, like workout routines and fitness, and there's just so many things you can do with that. And by having this money, I can just start out, because you need money to make money. And so by getting some scholarship money, I can start building a small business, making that to a bigger business. And maybe I don't expand that little business into something great, but that gives me enough money I've earned from there to start an even better business and expand out to a bigger business. And it's just a never-ending cycle. I mean, you're going to use what you have to create something even better. And well, I mean, I don't really have much more to say about that, but my name is JB Williams. I appreciate you considering me for this scholarship, this award, and I just hope you look closely at my application and really consider this. I appreciate it, and have a good day. Thank you.